Hello everyone, I want to talk to you today about what to do in courtship. What to do in courtship. When a young man proposed to a lady in a bid to marry her, then the period between that time she accepts his proposal and when they actually get married is called courtship. They start to court one another. Now, if we don't have a perfect understanding what we should do in that period, then we'll find that at the end of the day, is either the relationship is aborted or encounters a miscarriage, or at the end of the day, they have a serious problem in their marital life. Because the marriage altar is not a deliverance service, but rather a solemnization ceremony that is just simply the joining of a man and a woman. So what you are as a single is what you will carry into your marital home. So what are the things we need to do in courtship? Now, before I get into that, one thing you must first keep as a basis once you ask a young man out, a young lady out, and even for the young lady, before you accept the proposal of a young man, you should ensure you seek parental consent. Ensure you seek parental consent. Try and talk to your parent about that. This young man just asked me out. What do you feel about it? Try and talk to your parent about that. For the young man, I want to ask this lady out. What do you feel about it? Why am I saying this? So that you don't end up cutting for 9 good years, 10 good years, 15 good years, and at the end of the day, your parents are not in support of it, or they are not giving you their consent for such kind of marriage. So what do you do in courtship? Number 1, unite your passion, your purpose, and ideologies. Courtship is not just a time for saying I love you, I miss you, what did you eat today, where did you go today, trying to call one another, check on one another, stir up the love atmosphere, the love emotions here and there. No, you unite your passion. What are you both passionate about? Try to bring a unison to that. You unite your purpose, and you unite what? Your ideologies. What's the mindset this person has about marriage, has about money in marriage, what's the mindset, the ideology of that person about sex in marriage, the ideology about access to your in-laws in marriage. You begin to unite those things. You don't shy away from them and keep. These are realities you cannot escape from when you get into the marital home. Because they used to say, relationship will close your eyes when you are entering, but marriage will open it for you. Some of the things you shy away from, you will see them in reality for yourself. So make sure your purpose are united. The person must know what is your plans and agenda for life, what's the vision you are pursuing, and also the other person too. The person must know the things you are passionate about. Not that I say I like this kind of thing and the person say I don't like this kind of thing. Once somebody does that, it irritates me. You begin to unite those things. Then your ideologies, your mindset. The man might say, I don't believe in that. A man should join a woman in the kitchen. I don't believe I should join my wife. A man's ideology might be, once you marry a woman, that is all about your feeding life. She thinks about that. She takes care of that. She washes your laundry. Some men can be that heartless. They will give a young lady agbada and suits to wash. Because the mindset and ideologies they have from their village is that once you marry a lady, you have solved all your laundry problem. There is no point going to a laundry man again. You just carry your agbada to give somebody's daughter. And you say you are okay and you are normal. You carry your suit that even you are struggling to wash. And you package it and give it to somebody's daughter. In fact, 10 suits. And when you are going, you give her 15 naira to buy, detergent to wash it. Something is wrong with you. So that's one of the things we do in courtship. We make sure all these things are in place. Once you throw away these things out of the equation, I tell you the truth, when you get to the marriage life, it will start fighting back. Because you must understand, the relationship is the coming together of people trained by different parents, grew up in different environments, undergone different type of upbringing. So it takes time. That's what courtship helps to do. It takes time to unite the environment factor there, the ideologies there, the way of behaving, the way of thinking, the mindset and perspectives of life there. So very important. Number 2 is that during the period of courtship, build each other up. If I want her to know so many things about finance, I buy her books on finance, I give her tapes on finance, I register on seminars in finance. The same thing if she wants me to know how to take care of a woman well, understanding a woman, I expect that she will be buying me books on that. You understand? She get me books on that. So what we are doing is that every aspect, all right, because problem gravitates towards their solution. So that she is coming to my life is that I am a solution to any part that is a problem in her. Me coming to her life, she's a solution to any part that is a problem in me. So we begin to check out for these things and begin to build each other up in those areas. Not that we just get angry and say, I don't like the way you're behaving this and this. No, I check. What do I do? This is a mindset. This is a behavior. This is a character and I don't like it. I buy you books on that. I talk to you about it. I register you into seminars and training that address that aspect of life. Number 3, have love and respect for each other. Once any aspect of this becomes one-sided, that relationship will what? Crumble. Have love and respect for each other. Imagine maybe the guy is the only one putting forth love, putting forth respect. The lady just treats him anyhow. Over time, the love will weaken. So in courtship, you must learn to begin to master that. How do we show mutual love and respect for one another? If it is one-sided, that relationship will not work. That courtship will end as courtship. It won't go further into the marital home because nobody wants to put a woman or a man in his life who does not show them respect and who does not show them love or who treat them as trash. And if you do that, you should know that you need a serious form of deliverance. You must be beyond the fact that you are into a relationship. There is something called the dignity of the human person. Respecting a human being. And the sign that you are a human being is that you show respect for a fellow human being. If you don't do that, you are a human beast. So it's beyond whether that person is your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your fiancé or your fiancée, your wife or your husband. There is what is called the dignity of a human person. This is God's creation. So you must show regard for God by respecting what He has created. Number 4 is that we seek each other good and work in unison. So it means if I have opportunities, we seek each other's good and work in unison while in courtship. If I have an opportunity, a job opportunity for her, what it means is that I will try to put her in place and say, you hustle for yourself while I hustle for myself. So peradventure I see an opportunity that it doesn't affect me but concerns her. It's still my job. Alright? Not that I say I want to be the first person to get a job. You know, some people are just bandits. They behave absolutely like bandits. As if they are scared of something. I don't want you to be better than me. That's the sign that you have started to fail. Not that you will fail. You have begun to fail. So it's not an issue of I don't want this person to be better than me. I don't want the guy to be better than me. The guy is saying I don't want the guy to be more than me. No. Once you see opportunities, you see things that will help each other, you put it forth. Help her to apply for a job, help her to apply for this. The girl too, once you see an information for the guy that is essential for his advancement, you do the same. Work because you are trying to build a family. You are trying to build a home together. So that's what courtship is all about. Not just I buy ice cream today, no, I buy you pizza, I buy yogurt. No. Once you do that, when you come to the marital life, it's reality now, not ice cream and yogurt. What we done on you is serious reality. You're going to see things the way they are. That's why you see people that were loving each other, we're everywhere around each other, and just get married in 1 month, the house is on fire. If one is saying, I cannot just stay with this person in my life, just they should go. Why? They abused the period of courtship because they never knew what it is all about. Number 5, define and set boundaries for your relationship. Define and set boundaries for a relationship. You guys get into courtship, know the extreme you cannot go. So, okay, please, we have agreed that we are keeping our bodies. There is no sex in this relationship. Define it early. Not that you just keep going along the line and in the middle of it, one person is saying, my body is doing me somehow, it's doing jiggle. No! That's because in the first place, and there was no boundaries set. There was no limits set. All right, so set those boundaries. Know what and what is tolerated by each of you, the extremes each person can go. Not you start doing that in the middle of all the relationship. Number 6, manage your emotions. You must manage your emotions and create safety valves for yourself. One thing about relationship is once two people are into courtship and an agreed relationship, a proposal is made by the man, because that's what we do. Man makes the proposal and the woman receives that proposal, and we work every day to live to the terms and conditions of our proposal. That's why when you rape a lady, you're a coward. No, it shows you are not a man. A true man kneels down, or a true man sits down on the table and tender his proposals, waiting for his proposal to be accepted. And once his proposals are accepted, he lives each day to fulfill the requirement and the terms and conditions of that proposal. That's what makes you a real man, a strong man, a good man, not in your ability to beat a woman. That's not where strength is defined. Your strength is defined in the way you come so much to put a proposal and it's accepted. Else, if you go the other way by raping, by going to the wrong way to get a lady, then you're a coward. You are a coward. C-O-W-A-R-D. A coward. Because only coward and animals behave such. We even animals sometimes have to cut first. Alright. So in fact you are worse to an extent than even an animal. So learn to manage your emotions. Alright. Because once that closeness and relationship come in that period, emotions will be in the right. What is emotions? E, when you separate the letter E from the word emotion, what is left there is motion. So emotion is simply energy in motion. So what you are doing by that coming together is that you are setting your both energies in motion. So you must learn to curtail them. That is why we started by saying set boundaries and limits for what? Yourself. So know what you guys are not going to take in that courtship. So manage your emotion, especially by setting safety valve for yourself. If you know you are a young man, anytime you are with her alone in the dark, your body will begin to, certain kind of NEPA light, off and on. You understand? Will begin to go through your body like that. And what you do is that you don't go and find a dark corner to always meet with her. You find a public place where you guys can stay, so that no matter the thing is doing you like that, you can control yourself. If you are truly sincere, you should be ready to go through that point. You're ready to make that sacrifice just to make sure you keep your emotion in place. Number 7, watch out for toxic relationship. From a relationship, you will know warning signs. You will know a lady that is going to be extravagant. You will know a lady that cannot keep a home. You will know a lady that is not patient. And very powerfully well, from a relationship, you will know a man that will beat you. You will know a man that will give you serious beatings of your life. From a relationship, you will know. You say he gave you just a little thing. You said you will receive slap and you saw darkness, and you are seeing stars, vistas all around your face. And you are making us, you are even crying. Oh, he loves me so much. In fact, immediately he was done beating me, he cried. That's stupidity. You are already seeing warning signs. Every relationship that breaks or never lasted or was miscarriage, there were warning signs. People just tend to play around them and just, throw them by the corner. There were warning signs and there will always be warning signs. So watch out for toxic relationship. A guy is already threatening you. He carries your phone and says, I must check all the people you call today. I must read all your messages. He has not paid your bride price. Please understand that it is a relationship. It is courtship, not marriage. A man doesn't have full control over your life, your finances, till he has paid your bride price. Your bride price and the consent of your parents is what gives him a kind of a bit control to have certain say in your life. Aside from that, every other thing he does in courtship is a suggestion. Please, ladies, know this and know it well. Everything else he does in courtship is a suggestion, because that man is not your husband, he's just a fiancé and he's just a boyfriend. Because some of you no even longer listening to your parents again. The voice over your life is not that boy. Because your parents are out of equation. Now, after he has beaten you, look at your face now. You have different type of mountainous regions are coming out of your face. and you are now running back to your father's house. If I'm him, I will chase you away. All right? So understand that you are in a courtship. You are not in a marriage home. The man has not paid your bride price, so he doesn't have absolute control over your life till he does that. What he has now is suggestions. He can suggest things to you, tell you go this way, I'm suggesting you go this way, I'm suggesting you go that way. So let's take note of that, okay? Watch out for toxic relationship. Warning signs. You just get into a relationship with a guy today, he's already touching your body and say, prove to me that you love me by opening your legs. How is that a sign of love? Where did you read that from? Imagine if you are opening your leg in day 1. In 5 years, there will be no leg to open. And then what will you give him in marriage? So watch out for all this. Once you start seeing that, you should know this is what this young man has come for. He just wants my body. And please, young men, don't make ladies look like sexual objects. They have much more to offer. Much more to offer than just sex. You can have a lady and your interest in her life is not sex. And you can control yourself. Like I said, if you are complaining you cannot control, go in front of a soldier and give him a dirty slap. Just at a checkpoint. Then you will find out that the anointing to control yourself is naturally on you. You have not exploited it. By the time you receive a slap, and then you just see yourself translating to your village. You start seeing all the old men and your elders in your village telling you, my son, it shall be well. Then you will know that you have the ability to control yourself. Number 8, learn to compliment one another. Say thank you and I'm sorry. You can go through my other videos on 3 words that produces peace in relationship and marriage. I am sorry, I love you, and thank you. Master it. See it as an act of courtesy. Because some of you see it as respect. When somebody tells you, I'm sorry, you feel yourself. You know your ego climbs up. And now I'm sorry they said to you now did not increase your bank account balance. It didn't put money in your hand. It didn't change the color of your face. It didn't remove all the pimples on your face. So it's just courtesy. Stop taking those things to be one big issue. Be willing, say it cheaply. Have a lot of I'm sorry's that cannot be exhausted. Have a lot of thank yous that cannot be exhausted. Have a lot of I love you that cannot be exhausted. Compliment each other. Because see, this is one of the biggest problems in courtship. When that lady begins to get that much from a guy, since you got into courtship with her, you have never told her she's beautiful. Everything you are a fault finder. You know we are part finder for a car. You are a fault finder. Everything you have always seen is a problem. I don't like your hair. I don't like your shoe. I don't like your this. I told you 2 things that can never mix is compliment and criticism. If you are criticizing, it shows you are not complimenting. If you are complimenting, it shows you will not criticize. And even if you will do it very well in love. And if you have been complimenting over time, when you bring forth the constructive criticism, it will be easily accepted because you have been complimenting over time. You can't just be in courtship and everything you are saying about the guy is bad. I noticed this is bad. I noticed this is bad. I noticed this is bad. The good things he done, he did. You never said thank you. You never told him how much you love him. You never said I'm sorry. Over time, if he gets that from someone else, if she gets that from someone else, definitely you should know over time attention will be diverted. Learn this thing. All right? That you are into courtship does not conclude that it is automatic marriage. A broken relationship and courtship is better than a broken marriage. So don't think the girl so much love me that she can never leave me. And that's why I want ladies, don't make a guy feel that way. As if he's the only one in the whole wide world. Once he goes, in the Bible, there is John, there is James. So even if James have gone, we still have Peter. If there's no Peter, we still have Paul. If there's no Paul, we have Jude. And for the guy, if you think the problem is that Ruth has disappointed you, once Ruth goes, there is Esther. So don't kill yourself and feel that if it's not this person that will die. Say, that's my missing rib. Your rib is complete. Go and count it. None of your rib is missing. The first man was made from a missing, woman was made from a missing rib. After that period, every other offspring came through sexual intercourse. No rib was missing. When your father and your mother was making love with each other to give birth to you, their eyes were open, not closed. None of them was in a deep sleep. They were open. Do we understand that? So please take that to heart. Number 9, settle your sex and financial life before talking of marriage. In courtship, use that period to settle your financial life. For some people, they might say, okay, we want to have a joint account. This one say, no, let's keep our accounts separately, and then we have a particular account where each person brings a certain percentage from their income into it, and we have it as the family account. From there, we can begin to run certain things for the family. Look for what works for you, but make sure all these things are settled while in courtship. Not when you get to one and say, I didn't know this is how you were. Then what were you doing for 6 years dating him? Say, I didn't know this is what she is. In fact, I've seen the devil's sister, and you dated the devil's sisters for 6 years. It shows you don't know what courtship is all about. So settle your sexual life and your financial life before talking about marriage. And finally, make up your mind. Make up your mind that your relationship will work. And one of the ways you make up your mind that your relationship will work is by letting go of toxic mindset. Some of you are vowed, I can never change. In our village, the men don't do like this, the women don't do like this. See, it will chase a man away. If you're a lady that acts that way or talk that way, it will change a woman away. Because listen, if she will not change for me, she will not change with me. If I will not change for her, I will not change with her. So it means if I will not change for her in courtship, while I'm with her, I will still not change. So every change I want to see. That's why once you're in a courtship, don't get disappointed at each other's behavior. You like I said, you are trying to get to know each other better. You grew up from different parents, different upbringing, different backgrounds, and the rest of them. What you need to do, what will chase you away, and you know it's a toxic, is when you find out that you are begging the person to change, and the person has now told you, you see this I am doing, I can never change. Sister, run for your life and don't look back. Because if you look back, you might turn to the pillar of salt. Run for your life. Brother, you see a lady and she's married, I can never change. This is how my mother did. This is how my grandmother did. Run for your life. Because once they can never change, they have told you the truth. And the truth you know is what sets you free. So freedom has come. Just run for your life. So these are some of the few things I want to share to us on what to do in courtship. So if you're already in courtship, go through this video again, pick out the points, look at them, and it will help you to have a beautiful courtship, and in turn give you a beautiful marriage home. Thank you for joining me. See you some other time.